these are the last of the peppers I had in the garden. And I wish I had more green ones, but it's a combination of Scotch bonnet habanero and green Scotch bonnet and green habanero, as you can see. So ripe ones and green ones. I also got 2 head of garlic. And what I did was I cut off the sort of the root area. So when it grows like this. And the root is here. I've got a screaming fire, so what I'm going to do is hit it with a bit of spray, oil spray, just to make sure nothing sticks. A nice hot fire, so on goes the peppers. They got to get roasted. And this is probably where the term roast comes from. I know this growing up as pepper choker, but most doubles place you go to now, they call it roast, and I have the garlic in there. And you know, traditionally pepper choker is done with green peppers, nice full mature green peppers, but I am just trying to make use of the peppers that I have available to me and the season thing. And on a high heat they won't take long. As soon as they start charring, you got to flip them over, and then we're going to remove them, allow them to cool down, and you can see the skin is burning off the garlic. That is exactly what we want with that high heat. It only took about a couple minutes on each side. So in total, about 5 minutes. You got to keep flipping them around. And what I did, I left some of them purposely uncharred, because that's going to give it the specks of color that I'm hoping to get once the roast is all done. And you can see the garlic is roasted as well. You can see the grains starting to fall apart here. That is exactly what we want. That's going to bring out more flavor out of that garlic. One of the things I forgot mentioning earlier in the video is that it's very important that you wear gloves. The other thing is I roasted the peppers outside because I know, when this thing starts to roast, it can choke you. However, you can do it on a cookie sheet in your oven as well, 450 degrees, 500 degree oven. Or if you don't mind cleaning up your stove, you can, and you have propane or gas stove, natural gas stove, you can roast it on your stove top. It'll be messy, but keep in mind, 1, it will choke you indoors, and 2, wear gloves. Handling these peppers, the oils and everything will remain on your fingers and it will burn. And as we get to this point here where the peppers are all roasted now, there's a couple people I need to acknowledge and thank. I'm based in Canada, so sometimes I have to reach out to friends who are local in Trinidad and Tobago, because this is something, as I mentioned earlier, I believe I did. Roast is something that's served with doubles, and doubles is one of the most popular street foods, or the most popular street food in Trinidad and Tobago, and by extension anywhere we move to. So in Canada, the US, North America, England, wherever, you will find it, and throughout the other islands have it as well too. And this is one of those side spicy condiments. When speaking with David Wares, what he mentioned to me is that roast is supposed to be really, really hot. So you would find that in Trinidad and Tobago we would use scorpion peppers, the Trinidad Moruga scorpion, which is natural to the island. It's not a hybrid, it's just one of the natural peppers. Really, really hot. Maybe the second hottest pepper in the world. But anyways, I need to acknowledge David Wares over at Foodie Run TT on Instagram. Yeah, the second person I need to thank is Raul Baburam over at West Penn Doubles. At the end of the video, I should have a clip. I'm trying to get a clip of his doubles establishment, so you can go out and support him if you're local to the island. But this is loosely based, and I said loosely because the man have his own way, his own unique way of making his roast. And while he did share that with me, I'm not going to come on here and Franco Man give you his recipe. That's the man, bread and butter. That's how he makes his money. That's how he earns a living, is with his doubles and his roast. So those two people, Raul and David Wares, thank you. Anyhow, continuing. Wearing gloves, you have the option to pull them off, pull the stems off, and you can discard this. Well, not the option, but you really need to. Toss it into your food processor, and that's what I have over here. And this is why I said to wear gloves with the garlic. You just want to make sure you get the skin off, and it's nice and soft and fragrant. So I'm just going to pull the skin, and that's going to go into the rubbish. The skin is going to go into the rubbish. And as you go through here, any sort of the excessively black areas you can peel off as well too. But the whole idea is, and in most cases the stems would have burnt off when you roasted them. My peppers are all in the food processor now. To that, I'm gonna add salt. Now, as I was advised, and this is shadow benny or culantro, I was advised that in this case here, less is more. So I'm just going to use one. Yeah, it's really long, and you get it at the Asian market here in Canada. Just going to hit that a little rough chop. Yeah, a good substitute would be, you know, normally I would say cilantro. But in all honesty, if you can't get the shadow benny, don't waste your time with the cilantro in this case. Normally I would say yes, but I think it won't work. The other thing is, I'm gonna go in with some vegetable oil. It's a combination of vegetable oil and vinegar. What Raul had explained to me is you can use not mustard oil, because you should do some research on mustard oil. From the research I did, I'm not gonna consume mustard oil, but there's something called mustard flavored oil that you can use, and you would use that instead of the combination that I'm using. I've got my vegetable oil, and I've also got some plain old white vinegar, and that vinegar is gonna help to sort of preserve things, and the oil is going to help to emulsify everything and pull it all together as well too. And the sort of last thing we need in there is the juice of half of a lime. Again, Raul explained to me, and you know, West Penn doubles is our best doubles. No Viking thing. He said less is more. Less on the shadow benny. Yeah, it looking like scallion almost. It's because the leaves kind of falling apart on me, but you can see the big wide leaves here, because I know you're going to have frontish people saying, well, Chris, you're fooling me with scallion. That is scallion, that is not shadow benny. But what he explained to me is just a tiny bit of that lime juice. So pepper, garlic, salt, the lime juice, 1 leaf of shadow benny, and if you have the mustard flavored oil, boom bam, you're good. You're gonna blitz this, and the sort of texture that you get, and that's the reason why I'm using a food processor, you want it to have a bit of body, a bit of chunkiness and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and buzz that now. Sup soldiers, listen, if you enjoy this recipe, I'd really appreciate it if you hit subscribe and click that bell notification thing. If you've made the recipe, take a picture and send it to me. Email address down here. I mean, trying to tell people the email address, them butts will take the address and do all kind of thing with it. And tag me on Instagram at Caribbean Pot. I really appreciate you guys, and thanks for being in my kitchen with me today. Irie? Yeah, I may have gone a little bit longer than I really wanted it to. I wanted to have a bit more texture, but there's still quite a bit of texture there, nice and chunky, and it's not something that you're just going to pour over everything, because remember, the traditional way, it's making my nose run. Yeah, the thing is smelling good. Anyhow, the traditional way, like I said, mentioned earlier, as it was explained to me by David Wares, is that there must be a little bit of Trinidad Moruga scorpion in there. So this is supposed to be very spicy, so it's not something you're going licorice after. No, stop being licorice. Anyhow, that is it there. All you would do then is put it into whatever container that you're going to be storing it in, and you can keep it on the countertop or in the fridge. Chris here, CaribbeanPot.com. Always a pleasure having you all in the kitchen with me. We did roast, man. Roast. Again, West Penn double, gratitude and thanks for assisting me with the recipe. Irie?